Your first advice card for this reading, it's still a random reading. Welcome, collective. Remember this. Okay, this is your affirmation for this reading. I'm protected, I'm safe, I'm blessed. Or I'm loved, but you blessed too. Okay? Um, this is kind of like a dream message, give or take. Okay? Now, some of you guys could be native to the Lakota tribe. Okay, you could have native blood, native to your country, wherever you're from. Okay, but the Lakota tribe is from my recollection, it's in United States of America. So natives in America, pure native, like the Lakota tribe. Look that up. Okay, there is an individual. I feel like you have like somebody wants to tamper with your sexual energy. Okay, I feel like it is a female that's going through some sort of transitioning with becoming the divine feminine or finding your divine counterpart, and there are these karmics that wants you to go back to old ways and old habits. Okay, what I saw in the dream state, basically there were two men from a different country. They were not natives. Okay, and they have this lust for energy. I don't know if you're gonna go and party with them, or you met them at a party, or it's just like your neighbors, but it's two individuals from a different country, a bit older than you, that have this like lustful energy towards you, and it's weird. I don't know if it's symbolic or if this is gonna take place, but this is somebody's message. But this is linked to the fact that you have native blood. The reason why they have this like lustful energy towards you, because you have native blood. Your native blood is linked to something ancient, like knowledge, a secret, right? Yeah, okay. So these two older men, one of them wants to engage like in some sort of sexual. This could also be somebody that's trying to spiritually rape you in the spirit realm. I need you to cleanse your energy because something is wrong with their genitalia. Basically their genitalia, this masculine air, or this odd, dark, masculine, their genitalia, it turned into a black snake. Okay, and I had to Google that shit because I've never seen something of this nature in my life. Like dream wise, I know when it's like being spiritual attacks, when people are like being possessed and sent, and the reason I know so much about dark forces and the evil eye and the black magic, because trust me, I've seen it all. But this is new. This is new. Okay, so I say this to say, this person, as soon as they try to be like intimate with you, or this is what they're trying to send you to, like maybe if you feel like a lustful energy and it's linked to somebody you don't want to deal with, it could be somebody from the past. There could be an age difference, or this person that were older than you when you guys were intimate, right? I say this to say, like I said, their genitalia turned into a black snake, and in the Lakota tribe, that means that it was trying to attack the water, and it was something where it's like something stopped in the middle, right? And they had to like go to the bathroom, even though the other person was still in the bathroom, and the person said, "While I'm away, do not look at the blue person." Okay. So there was like a blue spirit, a blue person in the room, while the other person with the black snake genitalia was away for their bathroom break. I don't know if it's a spirit guide. I don't know if they're part of your spirit team. I looked that up as well. Blue person, blue spirit. That it was linked to healing. It was also linked to water, right? I will say this, so in the dream, you were terrified of the blue person, the blue spirit. You were terrified. You were more comfortable with the people that low-key has lustful energy towards you, low-key abducted you, right? And you were kind of like fine with it. And I feel like all of that is symbolic to the fact that they want you to be back with karmic people, endeavors, or being like lusted after from people that is not on your level, right? You're supposed to be sacred. You are sacred. Maybe you don't know that you're sacred or part of this specific native tribe, the Lakota tribe. I feel like spirit guides are trying to give you some warnings and signs when it comes to certain people, okay? And I'm gonna tell you this, for everybody that has spiritual gifts, we all go through bullshit before we become enlightened, okay? It's not like we come into this earth, everything is love and light, peace, right? We're all cleansed and holy. That's not it. We go through the most wretched shit ever, literally, or spiritually, or both, okay? I'm talking about we do the most unhinged things. We're in the most unhinged situations. For a lot of us, it's even a miracle that we're even alive today, like, right? But this is like pushing us into our divine mission, right? We learn so we can help others. But I say this to say, the blue person is basically linked towards healing, right, with the blue spirit. And it was like an ancient, like the blue man, or the native man, they had native attire, okay? The other people, including you looked humanized, right? Very humanized. There's just a difference between age, right? And there's also difference between like a culture and ethnicity and so on. I kind of low-key feel like they are like, I don't know, like, but they're older. I know for a fact they're older, right? You might even be the same age, but you definitely look younger. And maybe they don't realize that you are the same age, but you look younger. Like your flesh, your energy is much more youthful than the people that's in that energy, right? I kind of feel like it's these two older gentlemen, they either were like your friends or your neighbors or somebody that was supposed to be there for you, but then they turned dark, right? And as soon as their lustful energy took over them, because I feel like it's like a mission here trying to keep you stuck in the darkness and the karmic loops and the patterns, no matter what it is. Okay, for some of you guys, it could be freaking drugs. For some of you guys, it's definitely the lustful energy of always having sex with people, or dealing with people that just want your life force, right? They're like, if you're stuck in this energy with these people doing this thing, you will not become enlightened. You'll be stuck in a path of you want to recognize your sacred power, right? But you have a spirit team heavy on this blue man spirit guide that is trying to give you signs. It's trying to be like, you need to wake up, you need to get out, you need to remove yourself from these people. And you were so terrified because the same human that has this lust for you is trying to warn you not to see the light. It's trying to warn you not to connect with your ancestors, or i.e. this native spirit team or a spirit guide, okay? So this is all from memory here. I looked it up yesterday night. I've been like I've been kind of tired, really tired, like on a more than average. Now, I just got some ashwagandha. I don't know if it's helping me, but here we are today doing this message. I feel like that's also code for me to stick with the ashwagandha that I'm used to. I usually get like gummy ashwagandha, but I got like the pill form, and I feel like it makes me more drowsy. The other ones give me more energy and less like carefree, less stress. Ashwagandha is due to kind of like induce like relaxation in the body and so on, especially if you have pent up energy or you feel tense, right? Like muscles and so on. So that's the sign for me to get the ashwagandhas in gummy form instead of pill form. So On that note, collective, I'm gonna just go and see what I put on my computer because I actually wrote it down. So just give me a sec, okay? Alright, so let's see here. Let's get into it. The spiritual meaning of black snake genitalia depends on the context. Now, I already explained to you the context, and there's basically two individuals that want you to be in this lustful energy, and you not being opposed to it, you just don't think it's that big of a deal, right? But the whole process looked like a freaking abduction, a kidnap. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Even if they're friends, your neighbors, which I kind of feel like that's the case, people that were just nice to you and you were kind of just nice back, all of a sudden, you get this right, you hitchhike, they're on some weird ass BS, okay? Now, like I said, the blue man, the blue spirit, is a warning sign, but also your spirit guide. So, just very quickly, the black, let's see here, genitalia, or P, it means, depending on the context, primal energy, creation, and sexual power. Okay, so this could be somebody that's very lustful, have strong sexual power, but they also know you have it too. Okay, this could be something where it's like you have a hard time resisting this person. Okay, but it's also linked to shadow self, unconsciousness, potential for destruction. While positive, snakes can also have dark symbolism in some cultures, representing evil, destruction, and temptation. And I feel like that's what's more relevant for you guys. Okay, so specific prophecies. In the context of Lakota prophecy, like I mentioned before, a black snake refers to a force that would desecrate the land and poison the water, interpreted by many as the Dakota Access Pipeline, noticed by the CBC and West River Eagle. Okay? Consider the context in which you encounter this symbol, dream, art, etc. And I encountered this message in a dream, okay? So like I said, if it's not like your shadow self, like how you used to be, and frequencies when you used to be stuck in this, okay, maybe you could be one of those people where you used to be intimate with older. I'm gonna just say this: you could have been wild and dumb when you were younger. I don't feel like that's your nature right now or anymore, but there was like temptation, and the nice neighbor or nice friend that was kind of like, I got your back. All of a sudden, it's some freaking darkness took over them, and now they want to sleep with you. Okay. So the blue spirit includes healing, peace, and protection. Some interpretations are complex. It's often associated with the sky, water, and life-giving element, but can also symbolize sadness or a spirit of defeat depending on the tribe or context. Turquoise stone is particularly sacred and believed to protect the guidelines. Okay. Guys, you can Google this, okay? I'm just gonna read a little bit more so I can give some more context, some more nuance, especially if my dream doesn't make sense, okay? I'm trying to explain it in such a way where it's like there's a little bit more logic to it. But speaking of, this is the stone, okay? Turquoise. For some reason, I felt guided to just bring like a bunch of my crystals here. So here we are. This is the stone for protection. So I advise you to get this, okay? Because this spirit, your spirit guides was like in the energy of, I guess, this one, but more so in the looks of this, okay? This is lapis lazuli, okay? I'm gonna just pull some cards, because like I said in the beginning, the affirmation card is your go-to. Remember that you are protected, you're safe, and you're loved. You're also blessed. I feel like this message is like a warning sign. So if you encounter people of this nature, if you feel the energy, because I kind of feel like you will not clock this until later, and this is why the spirit team will come in with this blue spirit guide, but also me as somebody that deliver messages like this is also like a confirmation, okay? Usually messages like this, and I've gotten a few ever since I moved, is basically foreshadowing for what will take place, okay? Now if we can clock the bullshit, your spirit team will be there will be signs. But something where it's like when you're in the act of it all, I don't think you will realize it until later, okay? You know how some people, I'm gonna bring logic into this, some people when they are intimate with others, they can smell pheromones, right? It's like that, but times 100, right? That means something is off. And I'm not talking about the pheromone stuff. It's like, it's worse, but I don't think you will realize it until like your spirit team is like, yo, pay attention, right? So let me just do a few cards. If there are any cards coming out. If not, we're gonna just wrap it up. We got the medicine man, medicine woman. I feel like this is what you're destined to become, right? You have some sort of secret gift to you, and or you are just secret in general, specifically what's linked to your tribe, your spiritual tribe. In this case, I'm talking about the Lakota tribe, natives, right? Or just natives in general, but you know, you will get it, okay? I think that's it though. Don't offer anything. But this is the thing, how this makes me think about the Matrix. This is the thing. Just because you're spiritual, just because you're enlightened, doesn't mean like you're automatically a target. Because the whole plan is to keep us not awake. The whole plan is to keep us not awakened and not enlightened, or definitely not teaching or learning anything of any way where we will feel free. And I'm talking about we, the people that are the enlightened beings, okay? You get it, right? So this is a message for somebody. We're gonna keep it as such. This is a confirmation. I don't feel like I need to add anything. You just need to be more mindful. So outside from the message and the cards of it all, connect with your tribe. Whether you're native, well, heavy on if you're native. If you have native blood, I don't care where you're from, but anyone that is like, I'm wondering about my ancestors, why am I so connected to the earth, or why do I need to learn about this, or anything like your ancestors, your older generation told you about. Look into that, okay? Because you're not moving in the same direction like everybody else. Okay, I feel like because you are getting initiated or you're close to awakening. So when you do that, obviously the Andersons in the Matrix is gonna make sure that you stay unawakened. Okay, hence why these men, when you come in with this lustful energy, thinking that, well, don't trying to awaken, don't trying to heal, don't trying to figure out what's up with your generation or trying to heal that, because you need to be stuck in your karmic ways, be young, dumb, and wild. Okay, it's a whole spiritual war situation. This is more so like in combination of like the full moon and new moon. It's always a bunch of bullshit, but I feel like you're part of that tribe where it's like you're about to see something, or real like something in your daily life where it's like, this is not where you're supposed to be, this is not where you want to be anymore, and there's better for you. Okay, so about to wrap it up. Thank you for stopping by. What else? Oh yeah, so this is a side message. Somebody's like sister is gonna get married. You will miss, and you're going to miss it. Okay, I don't know if you have a close relationship with your sister. An Aries sister could be relevant. Okay, something about your friends know about your sister's wedding more than you do. Okay, I don't know if you guys are like estranged or whatever. There's also gonna be like there's that message, and there's also a message about moving, and you're gonna like live with, I think you're back to school or something, but you're gonna have roommates that are way younger than you. I'm talking about like early teens, late teens, but somehow you're gonna house with them. It's gonna be like 2 people or 3, and then you. It's very crowded. It's something about you moving. It's like, I don't know if somebody wants to block your move or something, if that's like symbolic, or you're gonna end up moving in with people that are younger than you or young-minded. I feel like it's quite stressful. It's a new place though, but it's something where it's like, it's very overwhelming. It's like the space and the roommates is too much. Okay, it's something of that nature. And lastly, there's one person that I think it's a Capricorn edge. This is also dream state. I just remembered it. Okay, but I didn't write it down. I think that you have a distant friend, a childhood friend. They may or may not be Asian. Something about their birthday. Like, they want you to celebrate their birthday, and you're gonna miss it because of this roommate situation. It's gonna be like a big thing, okay? Also, somebody's ancestors told you something, okay? I don't know what. Let's see. So your ancestors told you to be confident, okay? And focus on yourself and remember you're valuable. I don't know who's feeling like they don't. Whoever is in this negative energy about themselves, remember this. Your ancestors been telling you to be confident. Remember, you are valuable, and stay focused. Okay, don't lose focus. That's a side message for somebody. I think we're gonna wrap it up. Okay. We're gonna go back to doing like music channelings. Okay. And yeah. See you when I see you.